Man by himself. Even when God created Adam, he was checking up on him. Are you listening to me? Stop giving the impression Adam just on his own. May God help us. Joseph and everybody on earth, it doesn't matter how wonderful you are, you need to be shaped, you need to be trained. You may be good but very lazy. You may be hardworking but very careless. You may be careful but have a very bad temper. You may be calm but eat too much. You may eat in a balanced way but very disrespectful. There is no end to the different things that need to be shaped. Rita, you greet. No, you don't just greet mommy, you greet auntie too. Good morning, auntie. Good morning, auntie. Good. It's more, you don't know, all of you, you think you're something. If you know how much work went into you from everywhere, all of society, you are the result of the one you accepted. All those issues you have is the one you rejected. And sometimes you had no teacher in certain areas. Okay, you were taught how to cook well, go to the market, but you weren't taught how to be very clean. So at some point in your life, your mother-in-law points out that, daughter, you dirty. And instead of saying, mommy, sorry, you start being offended. Please say your mother do and come and go. If there's something I've come to find out in this life, nobody can teach you everything. Why? Who taught them everything? Someone may teach you a whole lot. I teach people a whole lot. If you're around my space, I teach you too much. I'm praying to stop. Trying to stop. Because I'll teach you about all sorts of things you didn't even know is possible. Like, do you know where the microphone came from? You'll be tired. I have too much trivia in my head. All of that kind of stuff. But I remember many years ago looking at the first set of people here, and I looked at them when it was a struggle, but I had to agree with me that some of their classes would be written off-site. This might be home, spiritual home for sure, family, core, but it was not, they weren't going to do every course here. I realized they're going to do some of their courses in another school. And I remember 7 years ago, Ita and I, when I struggled, but I told them, I said, at first I thought they would learn everything they could learn. I realized not that I couldn't teach them, but what was needed to teach them needed to be harsher. The kind of harshness I did not have. A boss that doesn't give a hoot. I tell you, get out of here, get out of this office, and suspends you for 2 weeks and removes half of your salary instantly without pausing, and terrifies you, and you cry. You need that flogging to clean out the blueness of it. Have you read that before? How flogging, chastising cleans you out, like cleaning a wound. You need to cry for at least 4 or 5 days. Where you need that kind of medical treatment, spiritual medical treatment, is not here. So God needs to take you there, where you are rough handled for 1 year in the name of youth service. When it's done, you have done the class. Some people it's marriage, some mega classes. Many people, they will write their exams in marriage, male and female, many. So I realized that no, it's not going to come from me. Some they will write it over a 6-year period, 3 years, all that. This is reality. Don't feel afraid or bad. Does this mean you won't go for service? You go. Does it mean you won't marry? You marry. But God uses that. Some people is their neighbor. It's your neighbor that will teach you on hanging your clothes. It's your neighbor that will teach you. Sorry, your neighbors. Well, you don't really know who. He didn't get. When the time comes, I didn't say it's your neighbor. I said you don't really know who. Do you hear when I say you don't really know who is handling that course? Because you never see the class teacher for unhang your clothes. Some people who does not understand. They'll be stealing the clothes. They'll be stealing the clothes. That's why I say that one, the lecturer, you don't know who. But that lecturer, when they are done with you, you'll be on hanging clothes. When you have one pair of trousers left, you wear it wet. It dries. You use body heating systems to dry your clothes. Other than that, you will hang your clothes. When you go home for holidays, your parents will be wondering, it's just 4 o'clock. Oh, you're just hanging. No. You're trying to explain, but there's a fence in this compound. Oh, it's true. What they have tried to teach you since childhood. How many of you think God is good? God. Is these discussions that make me have a greater love for God? I'm saying my pain is the people who never understand God. You don't even understand. When it happens, you say, God will see. God will come. It's God that sent them. It's God that told them to steal it. You're busy saying God will. It's God sending them. It's God that said, they are clothes. Psst. They never steal in day. They steal at night. What is your clothes doing outside at night? How many times did your father tell you? Your head, coconut. How many of you, your father, I'm not saying your head is coconut, but you, shout, tire is your, but they don't call you, but I'm talking about our hanging clothes only. Raise your hand. I'm not talking about your whole life. Why would I do that? Good, thank you. I just need to check my prophetic accuracy. But do you know you could escape that class if you force yourself to sit up and write it now? You could escape it. You remember me. Did I tell you you cannot forget me? When you're somewhere in 2 years' time, you'll be remembering me. When you come out for the 3rd time, say, you forget first. Anyone, I put a wall of fire. There's no wall of fire. There's no wall of fire. Fire, water, nothing. Unhang the clothes. You walk, you tie wrapper.